Very good. So I'm here with Trish, and she has just walked the Camino up from Porto, right? Today is July 17th. It's a Friday.
Is.
And how was everything? How did you like it?
It was the best.
Yeah?
It was absolutely great from start to finish.
Good.
I loved every minute of it.
Yeah. So because people are of course worried about the virus and everything, how did you find that situation with walking with that?
Well, it was a risk.
Yeah.
And I knew that. And I'd set aside this time to do it, but my flights were cancelled. It looked like it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
But then things opened up. The border between Portugal and Spain opened up on the 1st of July. So I figured I could still do it. So I bought some more different flights.
Yeah.
And the safe thing for me was to pre-book accommodation.
So you booked all your accommodation ahead of time?
I did.
Yeah. Did you use Booking.com, or how did you find the places?
Booking.com.
Because sometimes it's difficult to know who's open, who's not open. Yeah.
I used Booking.com mainly because I wasn't comfortable with whether I would find the albergues open, and that was too big a risk.
So you found that the Booking.com was a good site to know, to see if places were open or not? There wasn't a problem?
No problems at all with that.
That's
no
good.
problems at all.
Now, some people are also worried about the flight. How did you find that experience, flying down? Because you flew into Porto from the UK.
I did. Yeah.
How was the flight?
It was perfect. I used this company called, sounds like an advert. Wizz Air. I'd never heard of them before. And it was great. It was absolutely fine.
Did they have the middle seat empty or no? Did they fill up all the seats?
It was pretty full, but they did have the middle seats empty.
Okay.
So it was. I thought it was a great flight, and I would use them again.
That's good. Okay, because and I know also Portugal opened up the border to Spain on July 1st. So what date did you cross the border?
Must have been about the 7th or 8th.
Okay, so
sorry,
a few days.
But I knew it was open. Although in the end I didn't get the ferry because it wasn't going to run till very late in the day. So there were two guys just going over for the day, and we got a taxi. Which.
Did you find any differences, like virus-wise, on the Portuguese side, on the Spanish side? A lot of places open on the Portuguese, the same amount of places.
To me, it's hard to be accurate, but it seemed like about the same. And I noticed how much more careful places are than they were back in the UK, for example. So instantly, I felt safe. I thought the steps that the hotels or hostels had taken were very, very good. Hand sanitizer absolutely everywhere. So from that point of view, no, I didn't have any concerns at all.
Well, that's good. And the number of people walking, I guess, was not a lot. Not
I
many.
didn't see anybody at all.
Wow.
But I don't think I'm very typical. My Camino is about the walk. And I don't listen to music. I just walk and think. And so it doesn't matter that I don't meet people.
Makes sense. Because some people, they walk because they want to meet people and be social, and some people like you just want to be by themselves and think.
I mean, I know that for a lot of people that the whole staying in the albergues and the camaraderie and everything is key to the whole experience.
So let's say you were approaching a village and you had a booking. How was the steps you went through? Thinking about the virus again, you were walking without the mask, I think. And then maybe when you get close to the place, you put the mask on.
As soon as I approached anything that looked like a town, then I would put on the mask and actually look at my phone and get the directions from my phone, having keyed in the hotel. And that worked absolutely fine. I think my worst day was Vigo. How do you pronounce it?
Vigo.
Vigo.
That was difficult to walk through.
It was so hot. And the hotel was way down in the center, and the pavements were on fire, and
Yes.
it was so hot.
Oh no.
But other than that,
Yeah.
no, it was.
And
it
then
was
you,
great.
so you entered with hand sanitizer. I'm thinking in the lobby, and they would. What kind of precautions did you see in the hotels? Did you see anything?
Yeah, a lot of markings on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, reminding you to keep distant. Hand sanitizers immediately. One-way systems. Only one person in the lift.
Yeah.
Unless you were family. I thought it was very, very well orchestrated. Everywhere I stayed, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, it was a risk, but I never felt it.
Yes. This is how I feel when I walk around Santiago and around town. I feel safe because there's so many people wearing the masks.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And I think that's what we need to do.
I think so too. Now I know some people on the forum have been worried about the locals, how the reaction of the locals would be when you arrive, because they would maybe want to stay a little bit away from you, because you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
How did you find that?
Well, that was one of the things to consider, was not only would I be safe, how I would be perceived, and how safe was I in relation to, you know, bringing it.
Yeah.
You know, would I be seen as someone who shouldn't be here?
Yeah.
So that was one of the things I had to weigh up. And I know on the forum there were a lot of people who were dead against it and said, we should wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's funny, in Portugal there isn't the same buen camino. You don't hear it. So I don't know whether that's just Portugal or whether it was just they didn't like the pilgrims.
It might be just Portugal.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. But
Yeah.
once you get into Spain, even in the small villages, as you went through, you would hear it, which is nice.
That's nice.
It's very nice.
I'm sure that because they're happy to see pilgrims again, because it's been several months now with like no one.
Yeah.
So I think people are happy that people are walking.
But it was also sad to see so many Dorado signs on the albergues as you went through.
Yeah.
You know, and I did wonder about that.
Did you see anyone with tents? Because I've been talking about having tents now, maybe as a solution. Yeah.
One couple actually, and going back on what I said, I was walking along and I heard this buen camino, and I looked across, and off to the side, in the middle of nothing, was a small tent with two people in it.
Okay.
So,
all right. So that's people.
they were very young, of course.
Yes,
I mean, I'm not going to be doing that.
Oh, you could do it too, I'm sure. Oh, that's good. So it seems like it was a comfortable experience and a good experience.
It was a great experience.
Anything negative at all? Anything?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's everybody's own decision, and if people are apprehensive, I understand that. But if people are wavering, then do it.
Okay. Good. So then you arrived yesterday in Santiago. How was the experience you went to the pilgrim's office yesterday? Or
I
to get
did.
to Compostela?
Yes, I did.
How was that whole experience?
Yeah, if I'd waited longer, I think I could walk straight in.
Yeah.
At maybe 1:30, I was number 149. It took less than 30 minutes.
And the same thing there.
And the same thing, super safe. It was kind of fun. There were like stepping stones.
Okay.
So you got in, put your feet on this stepping stone, and then when the number called, everybody moved across and down.
Okay.
It was great fun. Yeah, we all started to laugh about it.
So there wasn't one line?
No. It was you hopped across like this.
Oh.
It was
inside
funny.
the courtyard then, or?
Yeah, inside the corridor.
Oh, in the corridor.
But you weren't one behind the other. You went across.
Oh.
It was funny.
Oh,
it was good fun.
That's good.
Yeah, we all laughed.
Did you get to go to the pilgrim's mass?
I did not.
Yeah. Okay.
I think actually they limited the numbers. I spoke
75.
I spoke to some people who were going, and they said.
Yeah. I think it's first come, first serve.
Yeah.
And the mass in the afternoon is about 7, I think. And I think it's 75 people.
I mean, there is one thing I would say. If people do this Camino because they want to, have the whole experience of the cathedral, then they might be a bit disappointed.
Yeah. Did you go inside?
I did go inside.
Yeah.
And
yeah. It's a construction area.
it's a mess.
Yeah. It was much worse.
Yeah, you could actually go down and see the tomb.
Okay. Yeah, they opened that now. Then,
Yes, they have, but not hug the...
No, you can't.
No, that's all.
That's closed off.
So if that's very, very important to somebody, then that's not happening.
That's true. I think they're hopefully it should be done by the end of the year. At least that's what they were saying. I'm not
Well,
sure
hasn't it got to be done by next year?
That's true. That is true. Yeah, but you never know with these projects. Everything gets delayed.
Of course, and this year probably, I don't know whether they could work anyway when things were on lockdown.
No, there were a week or 2 weeks where they couldn't work. Except for that, they were actually working. Construction could continue to work in Spain, except for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Well, great. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to add, or...
No, just to say, it's a pleasure meeting you, Ivar.
Thank you.
And
here.
Thanks for all you do on the forum.
Thank you. So
this isn't the last one for me.
Okay. How many have you done?
Well, I did. Last year was my first, and I just did Ponferrada to Santiago because I'm not young.
Yeah.
I didn't know how I would manage.
Yeah.
And it was fine. And earlier this year, I left Seville in February.
Oh, okay.
And then it was not good. I had too much on my back.
Yeah.
I got terrible blisters, and anyway, lockdown came.
Yeah.
So
this was...
later this year, I'm just going to walk from Leon to Ponferrada, just a little week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's nice. So since you have done it before, was there a different vibe at all this time? I'm always thinking about the virus, because people always want to know if it's different now or is it the same. Once you're out there walking, is it different?
Well, of course, there's the number of people is hugely different.
Yes.
But apart from that, personally, no.
Yeah.
I felt great on both occasions. I just loved the whole being there.
Yeah.
And there were I had a couple of rocky moments this time. I did have what might have been heat exhaustion coming on. And they say, and I'm not really religious, the Camino will provide.
Yes.
And just when I thought, this isn't good, there was a nice little fountain and a seat.
Yes.
And I sat down and I was fine.
That's fine.
It was all good.
Very good. Well, thank you, Trish, for doing this, and yes, have a safe trip home.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
Okay, thank you.